Well, I'm not saying no one is.
So
I do understand.
yeah, you understand now?
I lived on when I lived in Long Beach, 56th Street, around 56 and Chestnut. I think I had a pretty good time, you know, growing up around here. Didn't really run into too much trouble. Every kid gets into, you know, little things here and there, but I mean, it was a pretty good experience. It was a pretty good environment. I feel like, I mean, it's negative things everywhere. But just the type of mindset, you know, that we all have in the gym, we're not really too influenced by all the negativity. So with that being said, I was able to kind of grow up in this environment and still turn out okay, and still, you know, become successful. That's pretty much the prime age, because that's when, you know, teenage boys start trying to figure out themselves out, and there really is where it's like what path are you going to go on? You know, 14, 15, what path are you going to go on? And like I said, I started boxing at JACKRABBIT when I was 15. And before that, I hung out, you know, with some guys that they turned out to be gangbangers now. Back then, you know, we weren't really gangbangers. Well, you know, I don't gangbang, so back then we weren't really gangbangers, but you know, we would get into little scraps and little fights. And I mean, for me, it was just, you know, just fighting with the homies, or just, you know, having the homies back, type of thing like that. And pretty much when I started boxing, I stopped hanging around though. I pretty much just spent all my time at the gym. After school, instead of hanging out, I would just hop on the bus and I would just go right to the boxing gym. Ivan used to pretty much, because it was kind of late when I left, so Ivan used to take me home. He would drop me off here every night. So with that being said, it was like I really didn't have time to, you know, hang out like I used to. And like I said, a lot of the people, those guys now, some are in prison, you know. A lot of those guys that I used to hang out with, you know, are gangbangers in prison. And who knows how I would have turned out if I didn't, you know, sign up for JACKRABBIT, if I didn't have, you know, Ivan, you know, making sure I was in the gym. But yeah, man, this was the street. This is the house I grew up in. This was it, man. I used to run down this street, right? I used to go straight down. I used to make a left on Atlantic, right? So after I made a left on Atlantic, I would make another left on Alondra. I used to go all the way down Alondra, and then I'll make another left on Long Beach Boulevard. And I'll cross that bridge, I come all the way back down Long Beach Boulevard. And I used to make another left on 56th. And I used to run all the way down. That was my nightly run. That was my little, I just boom, 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 boom. And that's my nightly run. And I'm curious to see how I would do that run now compared to how I used to do it when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know? Like it might be weird to just come here and just
start
park and just do a run. You feel me? But I wanna run my old route just to see, you know how I would do it, and how I would feel, you know, to do it. I do it now. Back then I didn't have no running apps. You feel me? I used to actually, so the way I used to keep track of my runs back then, I would listen to an album. Like a full album, you feel me? And then I remember, like, okay, when this song popped up, I was in front of the McDonald's, you feel me? Yeah. So the next day, I'll do the same the same album, right? And then I'll just remember, like, okay, by the time this song came, I was at that McDonald's, or by the time this song came, I was at the McDonald's behind me, so I know, like, okay, I'm going faster, or I know, like, okay, I gotta speed up the pace because I'm not where I was yesterday. You feel me? That's how I used to keep in contact, or keep track of my runs and shit before I had all the apps and all the technology that they have now. Back then, I was messing with Dom Kennedy. Okay. So I remember my senior year, pretty much the album of my senior year was "Get Home Safely" by Dom Kennedy. Yeah. So I ran to that a couple times, and I kept track using that album. Whoever I listened to at the time, you know, who dropped the album, whether if it was Meek Mill, Dream Chasers, you know, I listened to his mixtape, Go on a Run. Yeah, man. Whoever I was listening to, it wasn't really like a specific playlist. Just whoever was hot at the time, dropping the album, dropping the mixtape, is what I'll play when I'm running. Yeah, I'm pulling up to one of my biggest fans' houses. Oh, that's crazy.
Okay,
Here go my biggest, fan. Here go my biggest fan right here. Here go my biggest fan right here.
What's up, man?
That's one of my biggest fans.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Hey, bro, can I get your autograph, bro? What's up, man?
How you doing, bro?
Hey, man, what you doing in this part of town, bro? Yeah, you feel me?
Hey, sometimes I like to get in touch with the people. You know, I know I'm a celebrity and everything, but sometimes I like to...
Hey, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. You're a big
trying.
inspiration to the hood, man.
Oh, yeah, I know it. I'm out the park, bro.
All right, for sure.
I got something for you, too.
All right, bet.
What you doing is mobbing around, bro, like you own, like you somebody.
This is not a test.
I was telling him pretty much nowadays with like Instagram, YouTube and stuff, like our exposure really can be in our hands. You feel me? Like doing stuff like this, we don't have to really rely on, you know, certain people or wait on certain people to put us out there. You know, we can start our own podcast, we can make our own promo videos, we can do everything ourselves. And at the end of the day, it shows people like when you wanna come mess with us, you gonna have to come with that bag because we can do what you can do. You feel me?
And more.
Exactly, and more. Yeah.
Come on, man. How long have we known each other?
Oh my God! Hey, relax. It's an odd. It's an odd.
Come on,
it's
man.
An
You gonna spell my name wrong?
Oh, he spelled it wrong.
Hey, I even wanted to take it back.
It's a pre-order, dog.
This is my guy. This is my guy. I met Hess in his very own gym. You know, it was like my first week, mine and Ash's first week in here. You know, we was learning how to box a little bit, and I seen Hess. I seen he got a little skill on him. I was like, hey, he kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? So I introduced myself. I said, "What's up, man? What's your name?" We locked hands, and ever since then, you know, that's been my boy. We actually grew up in his very own gym, sparring each other. You know, at the time, we was around the same height. You know, I sprouted up. I sprouted up. Now I'm 6'5", towering over him. He like to my hip and shit now, but yeah, we grew up sparring each other. You know, working with each other, helping each other build. You know, Hess probably gonna tell you a different story, but you know, I used to beat up on him. You know, I was like Mike Tyson to him. You know, he'd always look up to me like, "Yo, little big bro, what's up, man? Teach me your ways." Nah. But every time we work, it was good work. So, we always been in his very own gym, just climbing the amateur ranks with each other and stuff like that. And we always were like-minded people, so it was just like our personalities gravitated towards each other. You know, he a dope person for real.
What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
Mine
Stay for the podcast.
No.
Stay for the podcast. Yeah. We gonna say this story for the podcast. That's off the record.
That's off the record.
But
Yeah. That's off the record.
bro, let me get you.
Sure.
You wanna announce it, bro? What we doing?
Bro,
If we put it in the universe, it gotta be official.
it's already official. I've been waiting on you.
Ooh.
Basically.
Okay, exclusive. Okay.
Basically, y'all the first to hear it. You know, we coming out with our own little podcast. You know,
Right? You will be able to see, you know, this duo,
Okay.
dynamic.
this
Yeah.
personality, you know, in your ear, on your YouTube screen.
Children of the trenches. Look around. Look around.
Look where we at.
Look where we at.
Where we at? In the
The
hood.
hood.
The
But nah, for real, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We just come to bring some positive energy to the world, you know, through all this negativity. You know what I'm saying? Supporting any business out there, you know. Like I support my boy, Black Dynasty.
Black Dynasty, yeah.
This shit hard. Finesse this.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Hey, the next design gonna be hard. I was thinking about some 2 other designs. Like, we got badass kids going down the alleyways. The next 2 designs, man, I think I'm gonna let y'all know them off the record. And tell me what y'all think. We gonna keep rolling them out. And we gonna kind of, like I said, pretty much today, bro, we've been talking about building brands damn near all day. It seems like every time it falls in the conversation with damn near everybody that we talk to today, everybody that we deliver to. So that's what we're doing. You know, we're not just fighters.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, we're business owners. We're branded.
Yeah, you gotta
that's
stop
the
by
thing. We really want the podcast to just be as natural flowing as possible, and just us interacting with each other, interacting with our guests, just talking about, you know, current events that's going on you know, in the world. Because we really notice that our funniest moments and our best moments were just like, bro, why isn't nobody recording this? We're just at the gym bullshitting. And we really just want that shit documented and put that on camera, just because I feel like we both feel like that. I mean, it's grade A entertainment. We need Adrian Broner on the podcast. I'm gonna ask him straight up, like, so did you really think you beat Manny Pacquiao? That's the first thing I'm gonna say on the fucking podcast.
Did you really feel like you did it for the hood?
Because
we in the hood.
We was just in the fucking hood. Nah. Yeah, before we even do the ads, before we even introduce ourselves, I'm gonna be like, did you really think that you beat Manny Pacquiao?
Straight out of the gates.
But that's just one way that we do that we plan on, you know, expanding our brand and you know, doing great things outside of boxing. That's just one thing that we have up our sleeves. One thing in many.
Yeah.
And as you can see, me and Javion, the chemistry that we share, you know, the personality that we bring is unmatched. So to have that documented, you know, on the, you know, once it's in the internet, it's forever.
It's forever.
So once we get that on YouTube, exactly.
Yeah.
Once we get that on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, I think that would be great entertainment for you know, all the viewers and all the listeners. So I remember one night, I was probably around like 16 or 17. I was just left like a birthday party for, it was like a little hotel party. And it was this street. So as you saw, my street is a one-way street. So I came down this street and I saw a gentleman, and he was walking, you know, and I saw him. I don't like when people honk at me. That's just a pet peeve, dude. Like, I'm fucking, you feel me? So I saw him, but I didn't pay him no mind, right? So I'm driving down, and as you can see, it was like this. There's no parking on my street, no parking in front of my house, all right? So I'm going down, you know, I just drive down, and right here, this alleyway, I didn't have a backyard. So where that gate is, I don't know if you can see. So where that gate is, that's pretty much, that can lead you to the entrance to my house. Okay. You know? So with that being said, it was parking right here. It was parking right there. And I had to park somewhere around here. Right? I had to park somewhere around this street. Right? So let's say I parked right here where this gray truck or this gray car is. And I sat in my car. I probably sent a few text messages out, and then I left. I left back and I went to you know, walk home. And as I walked home, as I'm coming down, I make that left. As I make that left, I see the guy that I mentioned earlier. I see him, and he's probably where the green gate is. As I'm turning into, you know, to get to my house, So I turn into the alley, and then now we're just, you know, we're in the alley, and he's walking kind of drunkly, you know, like he's drunk. He's walking like he's drunk. And in my head, it's like, okay, if you try anything, you feel me? I'm gonna do what I was trained to do, you know. And he's walking like he's drunk, and he's like, hey, what's up, bro? You know, everything's cool. I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, how you doing? He's like, nothing, man. Like, you know, how you? I'm like, all right, it's cool. He's like, I'm good. Or I said I'm something. And then I guess it was my mistake for letting him get too close. But he drew down on me, took out a gun, and he pointed at me, and he told me, like, you know, give me all your stuff. And mind you, I'm in the alley right now. My house is right here. You feel me? It literally happened right here, bro. My house is right here. He drew down, you know, told me give me all your stuff and stuff. And of course, you know, in your head, you're thinking like, what should you do? Should I try to, you know, grab the gun? You know, try to sock the dude? Should I try to, you know, run, or should I just, you know, give it up or whatever? And pretty much, I figured, you know, my future, my career, and where I was going in life, it was worth a lot more than, you know, a few dollars in a cell phone. So I pretty much just, you know, I gave him what he asked for. But I mean, those type of things, you know, growing up, you know, in the environment, you go run into different scenarios, run into different problems, and I think it's really all about, you know, how you deal with them, how you know, react to them. And I didn't react too well. I mean, I called some of the homies some people that I mentioned earlier. You know, I asked them like, hey man, grab a gun, grab this, grab that, you know. And luckily, they told me like, oh no, bro, like, you know, it's cool, blah 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 blah. They didn't do what I wanted to do. And let's say if they did, you know, I probably wouldn't be here with you today, because mind you, he was on foot, and I had a car. So I'm pretty sure I could have caught up to him if I would have got my hands on, you know, something like he had. You know, if I would have evened the playing field, I'm pretty sure I would have caught up to him, and I probably either would be dead, I'd be in jail, or I probably wouldn't be here, you know, talking to you today. But I mean, you go run into trouble, you go run into, you know, certain things, and especially living in this environment, I just think it's all about how you react to them. And yeah, man, you can grow from it. Around the times where, so in Long Beach, a lot of the Hispanic gangs and a lot of the black gangs, they go at it, you know, all the time. And there's times where a Hispanic will kill a black person just for being black, or a black will, you know, try to kill a Hispanic just for being a Hispanic, when it is hot like that. And it was around one of those times. So realistically, if he wanted to, and of course the guy was, you know, a gangbanger or whatever, if he wanted to, he could have just shot me then and there, you know. So, I mean, yeah, looking back, man, I'm grateful nothing happened. I'm grateful only, and that's the thing, it wasn't even like, he like I said, he took like a phone or some shit, and it wasn't even like an iPhone or nothing. It was just like some bullshit.
Flip phones back then.
Man, it was bad, dude. It was called a tap. Bro, my phone was called a tap, dude, and it was like a Metro type of thing, and you can have that, you feel me? I'm not even worried about that. But, yeah. Man, looking back, I am grateful that that nothing happened. I'm grateful that I was able to, you know, leave that situation uninjured. And I mean, it taught me everything is a learning lesson, because I don't know if you noticed, but I watch over my shoulder a lot more now. Than obviously I wasn't really watching over my shoulder then, but now I watch over my shoulder a lot more.
Jordan, class of what?
Class of 2014.
Hey.
Yeah.
How are you in high school, bro? How are you with your studies?
Oh man, that's the thing. Oh, shit, excuse me, I'm dropping it. That's the thing. I thought I was gonna be, well, shit. I'm a professional. I knew I was gonna be a professional fighter. So I really didn't take high school too serious. I mean, and my teacher used to tell me like, oh, you know, you need plan B. You know, what if boxing doesn't work out, you need a plan B. And I thought I was smart. I'll tell them like, oh, well, if you have time to think of a plan B, you're not focused enough on plan A.
Ooh.
You feel me? So I thought I was a smart aleck. But yeah, in high school, I could have been better. You know, I could have took it a lot more serious, but I just knew that I wanted to be a fighter, so I didn't. But I mean, I would suggest, you know, for anybody out there, you know, student athletes, the books are just as important as, you know, the athletics, you know, because when all the athletes are done, same stuff we've been talking about, you know, this whole day. When everything is said and done, that degree will stick with you, and whatever you do in the athletics or whatever you do in school, that's what you're gonna. I mean, she said once I moved with my dad, I changed. I don't know. But she said once I moved out to Long Beach, I changed, and I don't think so. You know. I don't think so. Like I was saying, I was going to Long Beach, Jordan, and like I mentioned earlier, all my friends are out in Long Beach, you know. So like around here, I don't really know anybody, or I didn't really know nobody out in Compton. I never went to school in Compton, you know. So I didn't really get the opportunity to make friends as easily as I did in Long Beach.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I mean, just imagine, you know, it's after school, all your friends are still hanging out, and it's like, well, I gotta go all the way back home to Compton. And I wanted to hang out with my friends too, and I wanted to, you know. So I think I asked her, you know, can I move with my dad out in Long Beach? And of course she allowed it, and it all worked out for the best, because I don't know if I even told you this, but so I found out about the JACKRABBIT gym because somebody at Long Beach, Jordan, went there.
Oh, okay.
And he told me about it, and then I went and signed up, and then, you know, now we're here. So everything happened for a reason. Everything worked out how it was supposed to work out. But yeah, that was my idea. I asked her to take me, or can I move with my dad, just because I had friends out in Long Beach and I wanted to hang out.
And that's where the change began. Yeah, when he moved out with Dad, you know, it wasn't a big deal. It made sense to me. He was closer to the school and all that. That's fine. And when he would come back to visit, it's like I saw it. He was just becoming a man each and every visit, and it's just like, where's little AJ? Hey. But he's a good kid. You know, he really is. I call him my little chocolate drop.
I put down some shirts.
Chocolate drop, man. Give mom 25%.
Only the females can buy the chocolate drop shirts. Yeah, we're gonna do it like that.
I'm very proud of him. He can be doing tons of other things that's not, you know, beneficial to him or positive. So I'm proud. First and foremost, I'm just concerned about his safety and health. But if he's happy, then I'm happy. You know, but I like the fact that he has guys up there he can look up to and like mentoring him in a positive way. So yeah. I mean, I have one picture of him somewhere in
Bring
the
him
vault. I don't know where it's at right now. I can't say, but he has it somewhere on his social media. He had little boxing gloves, and at the time I never thought of, you know, him being a boxer. I just thought, okay, let's just try this. And then, like I said, he tried to get him into the football. That didn't do anything. I think did you ever do baseball?
Oh, I did softball.
Softball. There wasn't a connection there. But the fact that he's the baby and the only boy, he was spoiled. To this day, he's still spoiled. Yeah. But he was a happy kid. Now, when it came down to socializing with other kids, he was kind of like, to himself, a little reserved at times.
I don't know if you want to see it.
Let's check it out.
I don't know if you can catch it.
Your sisters?
Oh yeah, those my sisters, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And you know, so he was one of my happiest babies, I would say. He was, you know, a joy to have around. He, like I say, we were best friends up until a certain point. No, I'm just playing. We're cool. He just like, you know, he don't let me baby him, but that's fine.
Oh, you still
I have a
want
grandson I can baby up.
Oh, okay. What about Anthony having kids one day?
Oh,
you looking forward to that?
Oh, yes. And you know, when the time is right. I have my kids young, so I would rather my kids wait until the time is right. You know, enjoy their youthfulness, so to speak. So yeah, but I embrace it when the time is right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Or dropping exclusive? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exclusive.
No, I'm just kidding.
Taji's pregnant. Hey, see me right here. When I was about to drop it, you see, I was thinking like, all right, what I'm gonna say. So Taji's pregnant. We wanted to get your reaction.
Taji's smarter than me.
She's smarter, but I'm not smart. We wanted to get your reaction.
I just want you to know, like, I really am proud of you, and of course, like, us growing up, we never know what our destiny is going to be. We never know what we're going to become. And I just feel like the man that you are, you're really like, you're confident and you know who you are and you know what you strive for. And I just really find that just amazing, because even like you say, like how you often say, like, you know, you can't be comfortable. It's going to be things that makes you uncomfortable. And I like how you go for that and you push through that. And where I feel like you can strive for something, you get it. If you fall off, if something happens, you're going to get back up and do it, and you're going to make sure you reach all your goals. And I think that's amazing.
Thank you. Nah, man, she say I'm not affectionate, but I think I'm affectionate. I love my mom to death. I show it every time I really get a chance to, but it's just like, you know, in my schedule, we rarely run into each other. Usually when I'm coming home, she's still at work, and when I'm leaving from work, you know, she still sleeps, so we rarely run into each other. But yeah, man, I love my mom to death, and hopefully when I do get enough money to, you know, retire her, and I get enough money to, you know, box full time and everything like that, then I can show her all the affection she may need. I probably could bring this to you right now.
I needed that large black.
That large black one nice though. I know, bro, but shit, this all I got on me right now. I'll be sold out. I'm gonna have to get you on the next batch.
When you gonna get your next one?
I don't know, bro. I'm thinking about a few more designs, and that's the thing too. I wanted to keep everything as unique as possible, so I was only thinking of like printing out certain things once. You feel me?
Right.
And yeah, but I mean, shit, this all I got right now, bro, is the large. I just sold out. I literally just sold out of my last white. The most important things that you can do, I mean, the belts, the championships, the legacies, that's all great, that's all fine, that's going to get you the big bucks, but at the end of the day, you can't pass a championship to your son, you can't pass a legacy to your family. But you can, you know, leave a brand for your family to eat off of. You can leave, you know, businesses and things like that. So I feel like building your brand outside of boxing is just as important as what you do inside the sport of boxing. I mean, boxing is only going to last you up to what, you know, what they say, like you hit your prime at fucking like 33 or some shit. So I mean, boxing's not going to be forever, but that brand for sure could be forever, and then you could support your family forever off of whatever brand you decide to build. Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be in the sport if I didn't want to be the best at it, but at the same time, I do have the mindset of what I'm going to do outside of boxing, what I'm going to do after boxing, and how am I going to support my family. You know, like build that generational wealth when all this is over with. You know. Yeah. And that's really just on my mind. It motivates you more. It motivates you more in the sport, because you're fighting for, you know, you're fighting for something. Like I said before, you know, if you're hustling for your first name, you're selfish. You gotta hustle for your last name. So that's what we do all this for. We do all this for our last name. We do all this for our family. We do all this to, you know, support our great grandchildren. Not even our grandchildren. I'm hustling for my great grandchildren. So I'm trying to leave that generational wealth. I think well, what I did was I listened to podcasts. I listened to a lot of podcasts when I'm at work and stuff. I read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that pretty much teaches you the difference between assets and liabilities. And just pick a niche, you know, pick something that you like and just stick with it. You know, me personally, like I do stocks a little bit, but my main niche, what I really study the most, is real estate. And that's where the whole Hess Invest came about. I could tell you about that when we're going to live with other stories. But the whole Hess Invest came about because I joined like a real estate club. Okay. And I pretty much tried to change my image just from like a regular social Instagram, you know, to kind of like a real estate niche type of Instagram. And that's where that whole thing came about. But yeah, I'll say, you know, listen to podcasts. First thing you got to do is just get educated. Read books, listen to podcasts, find what you want to do, whether it's stocks, real estate, start a business, angel investing. There's so many things you could do. And just stick with it, you know, and keep investing. But what's crazy is I stopped boxing. The first time I stopped boxing, right? So Ivan asked me, like, all right, well, you know, what you gonna do? And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna start a clothing business. I'm gonna sell shirts. You know? That ended up not working out. And it's crazy now that I'm pretty much selling shirts, but I'm using boxing. Boxing to do it. You know, that's crazy. It's just funny how things work out. Yeah, for sure. So I lived in Carson. I went to elementary school and middle school in Carson. dad lived in Long Beach. So I went ahead and moved with him just so I could be closer to the school, closer to my, the friends and people that I met out there and stuff like that, This is actually, right here, it's crazy we passed it. This is actually my elementary school.
Okay.
Deepwood Elementary. I got in a couple fights.
Okay.
A couple fights, here. It was just, I don't think that, you can't just tell 8-year-old kid to sit down and don't talk. I don't think that was the best way for kids to play football.
Football, okay.
Yeah, I played football when I was a kid. And that was about it. I went straight from football. I took football for a couple of years. I think it's this street. I took football off for a couple of years, and then I went to boxing. Met you like six years ago?
Yeah.
Took his lunch money.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to.
He was looking to go to the ice cream truck. And, ran up on him quick,
Yeah.
Scariest day of my life. Something they don't know. It's the guy right here, man. I think everybody know that.
Yeah.
But hardest worker I know
Okay.
out of everybody. And I work pretty fucking hard my damn self. This motherfucker work hard. This motherfucker be running all fucking day.
Yeah.
All damn day, man. Don't never get nervous for him. Motherfucker always working. Always working hard. So it's like, I know he's prepared no matter what. He always ready.
Yeah.
Motherfucker walk around. He walk around the street, dude. Even when he jogging. When he jog, he'll be running. Like, damn, niggas like.
Relax, man. We at church. You boxing.
Well, we hit the corner and how's it?
It was actually one day, my girl set up like a little surprise birthday party for me. Right? And I come in, long day at work. I just come in off of work. And then pretty much everybody go like, oh, surprise, you feel me? So I'm like, oh, surprise. And then I look to my left, and this dude is pretty much damn near like this close to me. Like he got up on me, you feel me? And I didn't expect him to be that close. I almost dropped him. It's the rich homie too.
No, yeah.
The rich homie.
Get him stepping out. Get him stepping out. That's the rich homie right there.
That's a rich homie.
Yeah, that's my first sponsor. Man. We talking about sponsorship. This is the sponsor right
This
here.
is a sponsor?
Watch
Oh, this is a sponsor?
Big step. Watch him big step. What is on?
I couldn't do none of this without AJ.
What's on his feet? What's on his feet?
Hey, AJ got me these for my 20th birthday. A lot of y'all don't know I was homeless once.
So if you in Compton, this on the record, off the record.
Okay.
If you in Compton, it's my boy Dom.
Hey, okay.
Man, we met in middle school.
Oh, let me tell y'all about that. He called me a weirdo.
Your favorite story.
Favorite
my
fucking
go-to.
story.
No.
He was practicing on the way on the freeway and shit, probably.
Oh, I remember that time he called me a weirdo. Can't wait to let him know about that. I got what told him the story.
Shit, well, he gonna ask you questions, but I was just introduced. You can tell him the weirdest story.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna debunk it.
Me and this guy go way back. We met in 6th grade. We became friends in the 7th grade though, because in 6th grade I guess I was weird. In the 7th grade, things started going a little bit more smooth. We became class clowns and hit it off ever since. There was one time where we stopped talking and sometime in high school, and like a long time went by and my number never changed, and I blame him for never hitting me up, but I used to like pull up to his house because he had moved, but he said like his number never changed, so I guess it was both of our fault.
Lack of communication.
But this was like 4 years went by, and then out of the blue one day he just pulled up in his big ass Ford F-150, blocked the neighbor's driveway. like parked it right in the neighbor's driveway. And just came right on in and yeah. We got pressed at like 2 in the morning for that, but
she knocked on the door, boom, 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 boom. We were like, who the fuck is knocking like that? It's like 2 in the morning. And we go to the door, she's like, can I get in my driveway? I'm like, oh shit, my bad. But no, I was just excited to see him, man. 'Cause,
back like we never left.
yeah, that was my boy, and that's how you know real friendship. Doesn't matter how long, you know, the time goes, that you guys don't talk or something. Whenever you guys do rekindle, and it's like when nothing changed, you know, you just hop right back into the friendship. That's how you know it's real friends for sure.
Yeah.
And I have that with pretty much everybody you spoke to today. That's what I have. Like how he said, you know, I be kind of busy.
Yeah, I don't see AJ that much. Like probably what, like my 5th time seeing him all damn year.
Oh damn, yeah.
The businessman.
Yeah.
You're not a businessman.
I'm a businessman.
Yeah. I understand.
Building bread. I keep trying to say,
building
bro,
bread.
I've
Yeah,
been planning this. Nah. But yeah, man. So I be kind of busy sometimes, but when we do link up, man, it's like nothing ever changes. Like I wasn't gone.
Yeah,
For sure.
that's the thing.
But I got something for you.
Yeah.
AJ used to jerk in middle school.
Oh, did you?
AJ used to jerk in middle school.
Oh, okay.
And it was one day he ripped his shirt.
You got the black, the white, you got the sweet joint for you.
I'm about to wear these for a month straight. Not your size. And that's the world.
And that's the world, bro.
And that's the world. That's how we get down. Black Dynasty, the original. Skull and all.
There you go.
This a medium or extra medium?
This is me.
This is large, right? This is how the largest fit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. My friends are very supportive. I'm really appreciative to have them in my corner, just because I know how things can get when you're pretty busy and you don't get to hang out. A lot of people get kind of offended when you turn down plans, and I'm just lucky enough to have people in my corner that kind of understand, you know, what I'm going through and what I'm trying to do, and support me every step of the way. So yeah, man, I appreciate all my friends. If you were in the interviews, man, just know I appreciate y'all and I love y'all for sure. Right now, I'm landing a panel in another room.
Okay.
I'm landing a panel in another room for the office receptacles or the office plugs, and pretty much just running power for the office. But I need some of these circuit breakers to land the panel. So these pretty much are like our scrap panels. I think these are going to be thrown away. So I'm going to go ahead and take off some of these breakers that I can land into the panel. So in electrical, altogether, I've been in electrical for about 3 years.
Hey, there you
But
go.
at this particular company, I've been here for about 2 years. I like it. Pretty much like I said, I was with another company. For my first year. It didn't really work out. After that, I kind of bounced around a little bit until I found this company, and I like it here. You know, everybody's pretty cool. I learned a lot with Mike, the foreman that I introduced you. He taught me a lot, helped me a lot. Even on like some side jobs, I have a side job and I won't know what the fuck is going on, you know? And I give him a call and he'll pretty much help me walk me through it, you know?
Yeah. This is mostly a male-dominated, company. What do people say when they hear that you're a boxer?
I think everybody's pretty much been excited. Like they pretty much, they've been real supportive, and they're more so kind of just like, I think they're just kind of really concerned on the weight thing. I think everything is big on the weight just because, you know, in construction, you know, pretty much we eat kind of not the healthiest. You know? So when I'm walking around talking about I have to lose weight, they're like, why the hell you gotta lose weight? Like, you're already skinny enough, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much the main question that I get is just like the weight thing. But for the most part, everybody in the company has been real supportive. And even when I fought September 29th, they sent like a vast company email out. With the flyer, with the link to the stream.
That's what's up.
They sent the whole email out, and yeah, I was surprised. Even people like in the office, people that I really don't know it that well, they tuned in and they watched the fight. And I went back to actually watch the stream. And then I saw some of these guys like in the comments and stuff talking shit. So I mean, it was real cool.
It's all love. It's all love. Yeah.
They've been real supportive for sure. You gotta work. You gotta put the work in. You gotta grind. But it's a beautiful struggle.
Yeah.
So this is my project for today.
For sure.
I'm gonna be landing this panel. This panel pretty much goes out to some of the other offices, and majority of this is like receptacles and things like that. You know, just power. We don't have no lights in this panel in particular. So that's why I brought these circuit breakers, because I don't have enough circuit breakers. So I'm going to pretty much pop these in, you know?
That's what's
boom,
up.
boom, boom, boom.
Hey.
And that'll be that. I'll probably pull up around 4:30. Or probably 4:40, 4:50 if I'm kind of running late. I try to get here early. But we clock in, supposed to be inside here at 5.
Okay, and then you get up around 1 or 2 and then off to the gym, right?
Yeah, I get off at 1:30, then I get to the go right to the gym. Takes me like probably an hour to get to the gym, so I might, get to the gym around 2:30. And Trevor, Ivan, they'll be there. They're waiting on me. Pretty much, I pretty much come when all the other guys are like finishing up.
Yeah.
So they kind of just get done with the training, and then there's me, ready for another one. So those guys are really working hard, and I appreciate them kind of accommodating me to their schedule. You know, they don't really have to.
Yeah.
But that also just shows like the belief that they have in me, because somebody's not going to move their schedule around or adjust their schedule to accommodate, somebody they don't believe in, you know? So it kind of makes me
appreciate.
Makes me want to work harder. It makes me want to,
Yeah.
just because those guys are, taking time out of their schedule to make sure that I
You get your work in, yeah.
get the work in, exactly.
Hey.
It can get pretty complicated. Me personally, I went to like a little 7-month program.
Okay.
So I mean, I did pretty good in the school, so it wasn't really. It was hard. It was hard. But I mean, just like anything, you put your time in. Put your time in. Eventually, you'll pick it up. I just think that like the most important thing in just electrical, or just like if anybody wants to be like in construction or fucking in life, period. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fuck up. There's been countless times. Like when you can talk to mine, I fucked up this job site. You're gonna fuck up, but I feel like the main thing is not making the same mistake more than once.
Yeah.
Like if you fuck up once and like learn from that mistake, and that's that, and that can be related to boxing too.
Yeah.
If I throw a punch and get hit with a counter punch, I have to pretty much realize what the hell I did wrong. So I won't get hit with that same counter punch again, you know, so I won't make that same mistake again.
Yeah.
And that can be related, like I said, to electrical, work, boxing.
Life, yep.
You're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna fuck up. Don't, you know, get yourself too down. But when you do make that mistake, learn from it and make sure you don't make the same mistake.
Yeah.
I say just try a lot of different things. You know, if you don't really know like exactly what you want to do, fuck it, try everything. Especially when you're young, like you have nothing but time. You know, try different things. People hanging out with the wrong crowd. If it's not beneficial, it's artificial. If they're not helping you, pretty much helping you succeed in life or helping you, you know, progress. I mean, you gotta get them out of there. You know, like don't get me wrong. You got your friends, you got your homies, but you might have to love some people at a distance.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, yeah, but pretty much just try everything, try anything. I got into electrical pretty much because, all right, so after I stopped boxing, it was like, okay, what the fuck are you gonna do with your life, you know? I literally just Googled electrician salary.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's cool, you know? And then like probably the next couple months I was in school. I just tried it. I didn't know I was gonna like it, you know? I ended up liking it, but I just put myself out there and I just tried it. And yeah, that's what I would suggest. I suggest if you don't know what you want to do exactly with your life, especially while you're young, just try a lot of different things, and eventually something's gonna click. You know?
Something's gonna click. Something's gonna fit.
Something's gonna fit.
Like a glove.
Right now, we're gonna land on our ground wires. We're gonna land on our ground wires first on this side. Then we're gonna land on neutrals on this side, and then this is where our power is gonna go.
Yeah.
Right down here. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to get this as organized and as neat as possible. I'm gonna use these things. I don't know if you can see, but I'm gonna throw like a zip tie in here, or probably this one, whatever one, and I'm gonna zip tie that like that, boom.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bring it down. I think I have one more, or I'm probably gonna put one more right there. I'm gonna come down, and then I'm gonna land all my ground wires right up in here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir. So, I mean, it's kind of tedious, you know, but you gotta take your time, make sure it's neat, you know.
Yeah.
You won't really go far only hustling for yourself, because I feel like when you have a reason to do something, when you have a why, you can be way more motivated than you just like, oh, I want a new Benz, you know, so I'm gonna grind out. And then what? You got that Benz and then you're done. You feel me?
Yeah.
But when you're talking about building generational wealth, it's for generations. So the grind never stops. You know, I could be way more motivated actually, you know, putting in work for my family than just saying that I wanna put in work for myself.
Yeah.
You know, for sure. I mean, shit. Waking up at 3:30. Excuse me. Waking up at 3:30, working 8 hours. Right after work, go to the gym for like another 3 hours. After the gym, we have like a team run. So we have a team run at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Okay. So a lot of the times, I'm going to bed at like 11. I'm going to bed I'm going to bed late. Like I said, I wake up at 3:30. So the grind is real right now, man. The grind is real. And it's gonna pay off for me. It's gonna pay off for all of us for sure. And I want it bad. If I didn't want it bad, I wouldn't be wasting my time. You know, I'll go home and take a nap after work. This shit. Lord knows I'll be wanting to sometimes. You know, sometimes I'm tired. I want to go home. It's like, man, fuck, I'm gonna just go home, take a nap, go to the gym later. But you know, once you get into that bed, it's hard to get up. Yeah. So I say fuck it, and I just go out, man. Just stay on it, stay on the path. I find balance in my weekends. So pretty much, like I said, my weeks are kind of really hectic. But on the weekends, you know, I work out Saturday, I relax Sunday, and a lot of the balance just comes from, you know, your peers. You know, a lot of my peers keep me grounded. My family, you know, some of my coworkers that I actually talk to on a regular basis, they keep me grounded, you know, and keep me focused at the same time. So I think that's where I find my balance. I find my balance in relaxing on the weekends, and I find my balance in just, you know, chopping it up with some of my loved ones.
motivates me. Trying to change my lifestyle to be more healthy.
Yeah.
I respect him, man. I respect him a lot.
It's definitely an honor. Some of us have the potential to succeed in this trade and go far, and he's definitely one of them.
Hey.
It makes my job a lot easier to know you can trust somebody. I mean, I can walk off this job and he knows what he's doing. So it's definitely a pleasure to have him here.
He's always been a funny dude since day one, though.
Hey.
Always been a funny dude. Always making me crack up.
It's been an honor to work for Anthony, man. He shows a lot of dedication. Every time he messes up on something, he likes to go back and fix it. He wants everything to be perfect. Hey. And you know, he has a big impact on this job, and he brings a lot of like energy to people and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
It's cool because, you know, I thought about boxing before, but I have bad wrists, you know, so I never really did it. So it's cool knowing that, you know, he's boxing, doing it big, trying to do it big. So, you know, that's cool.
I was very, I was impressed. I was like, wow, what? I never expected it, you know what I mean? And, you know, and then when I seen him fighting TJ and stuff like that, you know, he showed a lot of prosperity and everything.
Do you guys ever ask, hey, yo, teach me how to throw a punch, throw me how to...
Yeah, all the time, you know. Sometimes I'll be in the corner just shadow boxing, you know, just by myself. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he taught us a little bit of things, a little bit of moves and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's great, you know. It's always good to have definitely a second path. You know, I'm pretty sure he's going to succeed big, and he's going to take that route. He's a great fighter. So I mean, he's always staying busy, and that's what I actually like about him. You know, he's always on it. Never loses time, which is priceless.
You know, Anthony, wherever this journey takes you, I just hope you give it your all and put 110% in. You know, never give up.
But what I really would like for all of us to do, just on a financial sense, I would really just like for us to whatever money we make for boxing, just throw it all in investments. Invest every penny that we make from boxing and just live off of those investments. Because if you live off those investments, you would never go broke. You would never run out of money. You know, those businesses will always stand. And whatever thing you want, if JVon want a Bugatti, I want a brand new house. You know, have our investments pay for it. You know,
exactly.
Don't use. Well, I would like for us not, because these are all men. These are all, you know, they're gonna do what they want to do with their money.
Yeah.
You know? But I would like it if we all just didn't, you know, live off of our earned income. Invest our earned income and then live off their investments. And I think that's the key to financial freedom and financial wealth. Because there's people with millions of dollars, they got millions of dollars of debt, and they're not financially free. I mean, just because you're a millionaire don't mean you're financially free. Kanye went bankrupt. You feel me? You can have $10 million and $9 million. You can have $10 million and you can have $11 million in debt.
Exactly.
You feel me? You're not financially free. So that's what I would like for my brothers. That's what I would like for us to do. And I can only just share. You know, I can only just say, oh, I think we should do that. I think we should do that. But at the end of the day, it's in their hands. JVon wants to be like me, so he's most likely gonna follow my footsteps. I remember, bro, JVon, like one time, you know, JVon 6'5". One time he came up to me, he's like, man, I just wish I was short. I just wish I was.
You hear this guy? Never ever.
I said, you know, JVon, everybody wasn't blessed.
We ain't talking with too many parts, man.
He came to my day, he said, man, I was short with a ball fade. I used to have a ball fade.
Okay.
Short with a ball fade.
To be exact.
Nah, but that's what I would like. That's what I think would be best for us. We just gotta, you know, do right with our money. Pretty much teach people from, like, you know, how to not make those mistakes. You know, because I guarantee you, once we're up, you know, at the pinnacle of boxing, people are gonna go watch. They're gonna be watching these videos. There's gonna be kids that's gonna go back to watch these videos. So instead of what the usual, you know, influences in entertainment is telling them to do, the usual influences in entertainment telling them, oh, I bought this chain, I got a brand new car, I got this, I got that. We're telling them, like, yo, relax, you feel me, invest that money, you go, whatever you want in life, you could get it, you know, be patient, but you gotta be smart at the same time, you feel me? Jewelry is not gonna add to your wealth. A brand new car is not gonna add to your wealth. Real estate, a house could add to your wealth, but if you gotta do it smart, you gotta, you know, different strategies and stuff. But yeah, man, that's the message that I would like to, you know, give out. And whatever message Javion would like to give out, that's his message. Sincere want to give out, that's his message. Ashley, whatever message he want to give out, that's his message. But we're here to, you know, teach the youth and guide the youth. We're not here to, you know, to have the same cycle continue. You know, we're trying to do things different here. You know, breeding scholars and champions.
And that's why he's a finesse.
Hey.
Has nothing to do with his boxing ability.
going to the alarm go off, you know? I try not to look at it, that's the hard part. The hard part is not trying to go check it, you feel me, see how much time I got left.
You don't take breaks?
Nah. It's quick though, 20. Just warm up, get the blood flowing. And like some shadow boxing in. And that pretty much consists of my workout after. I mean, my warm up, excuse me, not the one workout. But after the jump rope, shadow box, blood flowing, I'm pretty much ready to go.
I see everybody in this gym becoming world champions, making a mark in the boxing world, becoming multiple division world champion. You know, here at this gym, Jackrabbit, you know, we represent Long Beach. This Jackrabbit Boxing Academy, located in Long Beach, California. You know, where only the strong survive. You know, all we out here trying to do is just represent our city, put on for the city. You know, because not too many make it out.
We're ready. We're ready. Easy word.
Here in the rabbit hole, you know, everybody's down to business, you know what I'm saying? Everything is all fun and games, cool environment until it's time to work. Once it's time to work, you know, everybody's serious, everybody's locked in, tuned in. You know, we all got one end goal, and you know, it's only one way to obtain that goal, and that's through hard work. hard work and dedication. You know, hard work makes easy work, and that's the motto here at the rabbit hole. You know, it's only the strong survive here. You know, we go through blood, sweat, and tears, literally.
I'm vegan, so of course it consists of a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit, you know, a lot of grains, rice. I try to stay away from the rice when I'm cutting away just because of a lot of carbs. So I think the highest that I've been weight-wise was about 170, and that's when I pretty much wasn't coming to the gym at all. Like I was fucking just full-fledged electrician, eating out every day, eating all type of crazy stuff. 170, dog. That was the highest.
And then what was the change? What made you change it up?
So pretty much, you know, you go through your camera roll, you see all the old pictures and stuff. So I kind of got to that point. I saw like a lot of old pictures, and I just saw I was, you know, I was out of shape. I was extremely out of shape, and that never was me. Like, you know, I never was kind of like, I was always, you know, kind of athletic, and it was never me kind of just to be, you know, just out of shape, and I didn't really feel like myself. So I remember one time, excuse me, I went to work out of town, and I figured, well, shit, since I'm out here, I'm not gonna be doing nothing anyway. Let me get a gym membership. So I got like a little 24-hour fitness gym membership, and me and another coworker, every day after work, we'll go to 24-hour fitness, and that kind of trickled over to when I came home, kept working out, you know, and eventually I got to around like 155, and that's when I came back to the gym. I came back to the gym around 155, and now I'm pretty much just being health conscious. I went ahead and went vegan. When I do eat out, I pretty much try to look for the healthiest thing on the menu. Not just because of the boxing stuff, but just overall, I feel better. You know, like I usually have a real low immune system. Like ask anybody, I used to be sick all the fucking time. Once I changed my diet, I stopped getting sick. My stamina started getting better. It affected me, you know, in the ring. And I would recommend it, man. I would recommend the vegan diet. Out there, anybody, ask everybody. I'm trying to convert everybody in the gym to go vegan. But so far, nobody want to go vegan with me. But it's all good. So that's it, you know, from 5 to 1:30 p.m. you can catch me at work. From 2:30 to around 5:30 you can catch me here, you know, working hard, working out, goofing off with Javion, you feel me, clowning with Ashton and Sincere, but we getting that hard work done at the same time. And yeah, man, that's my daily life. Work, gym, home, there you have it. If I had to give a message out, if I had to tell anybody anything, I'll say invest your money wisely, don't make bad decisions, and keep finessing, for sure. I'm Anthony Finesse Hess, and this has been your introduction to my daily life.